Hi everyone, Wayne McCarthy here. Just like to take you through a video of material relating to DasCoin, and this will be a bit of a deep dive into the history around DasCoin, albeit only relatively new, and my experience to this point. For those of you who've not met me before, I've been online a while now. Full-time since July, and I've worked with a number of business opportunities in that time, and DasCoin to me fits nicely with my portfolio of investments. So we're going to have a look at some of that over the next probably 30 to 45 minutes, so stick with me here. I'll try and keep it as brief and to point as possible. But and we'll, if you're looking to explore this opportunity or ask questions, you can do that at the bottom of the video. There'll be a comment section for you, or you can contact me at my Gmail account. So let's go. Okay, DasCoin. Back in July was when DasCoin officially, I guess, became known to some of the financial community in the cryptocurrency space, and a certain level of funding was achieved when that launched in June, July. It's as you know, it's a cryptocurrency that is being benchmarked against a number of cryptocurrencies out there, specifically Bitcoin. Now to the world of cryptocurrencies broadly, and I guess you need to come back to Bitcoin as the place where things started. When I was living in the USA around 2007 to 2010, Bitcoin was I guess being developed, and when I first heard of it, it was just some sort of computer funny money, and didn't really take any notice of it. And it's only in the last couple of years that I've been dealing with Bitcoin to transact online that I became I guess more familiar with how it worked, and things around the blockchain and so on. So back in 2009, zero value, and as we moved through the last the first few years, the price went up to a few cents here, and then in 2012 it went up to $1,200 US. And that was, I guess, as a result of some economic activity in Europe at the time, which forced some people in those places to look for other avenues to hold their currency. In the last few months, the average, it's actually got to nearly $800 US, but I guess you'd say the average in the last 6 months has been around $700. And I would think that over the next few years that's going to rise, not astronomically, but it will certainly rise as the demand continues to increase, where the supply is basically a limited number, and that's in this case 22 million Bitcoin. I think they've produced so far about 16. So an example that's often quoted is a young fellow in Europe that purchased $27 worth of Bitcoin as a result of some university studies that he was doing on the subject of cryptocurrencies, and held that for a few years, probably wasn't aware of what was going on, and then sold it for $880,000 US. So quite an amazing example of what has happened around Bitcoin. There are over 700 cryptocurrencies existing today, but the view with from most experts in the cryptocurrency space is that 5 will dominate the market. So with the other 700 cryptocurrencies, what's the biggest issue? And we come back to how do you spend them? Even with Bitcoin, it's not a simple process of rolling down to the grocery store and showing someone your Bitcoin wallet. So with DasCoin that does change, and we'll go through that shortly. Some of these quotes come from people such as Richard Branson and Bill Gates, and I just read them out to you because it's quite relevant to the conversation. Branson says Bitcoin may not be the perfect global currency of the future. There'll be other currencies like it that will be better. And Bill Gates, Bitcoin will not be the dominant system. We need things to draw on the revolution of Bitcoin. So, they're sort of looking forward. Well, they obviously see the current trend, and they see the picture moving forward. So what's DasCoin? Well, DasCoin has copied the best of Bitcoin and developed it further. They've brought cryptocurrency mainstream to the mass public, and they've created usability. So what's coming in the world of DasCoin? Let's just take a look through the timeline. DasCoin is launching and distributing or minting its coins on the 14th of January 2017. In fact, I'll be going to Hong Kong for that event. There will only be 8.6 billion coins to be distributed over 12 years. That may seem a lot of coins, but if this, when this goes mainstream, there'll need to be a certain volume out there so that everyone can get access to them. It's building on an infrastructure that is quite substantial. The external exchange is a very key component of DasCoin, and the DasCoin will be traded on an MT4 plugin that versus other plugins in the online trader broker space is 20% faster. It's a bit like WordPress and putting a plugin into WordPress. You're going to use the best of the plugins for a particular feature, and that's exactly what's happening with the plugin that DasCoin will offer. There will be external exchanges for DasCoin, and that is very, very important. A number of those other 700, in fact probably the majority of them, do not have an external exchange, so they're all internally traded amongst members, peer-to-peer, so there's really no genuine market value attached to them like say Bitcoin. So DasCoin is going to head in that direction, with the first exchange in April, a second by June, and possibly a third by June. So that's really exciting. So anyone that has DasCoin can go on to into the market and sell their DasCoin. The owners of DasCoin, as I said, have seen the shortcomings of the cryptocurrency space, and they see there's going to be a lot more attention given to cryptocurrencies, and they have developed a privacy and transparency protocol that will ensure that anything as things change, with governments taking more of an interest, there will be full transparency for transactions. Full compliance, that's important. As you probably know, the anonymity around the world of cryptocurrency is 100%. The owners of DasCoin see, as I say, with changes they predict in the future, there'll be a need for a KYC, full compliance to information required to ensure that you're a legitimate person. That will be outsourced to a party where, for every country, the KYC, know your customer protocols may change slightly, and so it may be a driver's license in one country and it might be a passport in another. But again, I think that's a welcoming feature to DasCoin, that will be able to deliver information that attaches ourselves to a wallet and to DasCoin. One of the most significant features of DasCoin will be DasPay, which is a mobile pay solution that will be rolled out towards the end of 2017, and again it'll be a country by country process, but it means that you can head into your local grocery store or fuel station and buy goods and services with an application on your mobile phone, and that will be seamless and fast. It will be a 6-second transaction. I won't get into a great deal of detail around smart contracts, but this DasCoin offers that. It's a digital contract that's enforceable at law. It transcends not just a legal contract or a financial contract, but it has other applications that allow you to put up even, let's say, your child's full history up onto the blockchain. So it's kind of amazing where smart contracts or that technology is heading. DasCoin does it. There is another coin out there called Ethereum, which is currently trading at $8.50 to $9 as of today. And if DasCoin takes that path in terms of pricing, this is going to be an amazing opportunity for us. So as I said, DasPay is one of the key features of DasCoin. You'll be able to access 50 million global outlets that have a Visa, MasterCard, pay-as-you-go, terminal in their retail store. So, that is clearly a huge benefit to people that are, managing their DasPay coins. I did mention that transaction time is 6 seconds. Often, if you've been working with, Bitcoin, it can take from 30 minutes to 24 hours. Just depends on the mining operations that are confirming the transactions. Okay, so and there's also a loyalty and reward and discount element to DasPay that will benefit the retailers that will be able to get various sort of geographical and payment trending information from its customers. Okay, some other quotes from some other notable people on the planet. Here from Switzerland's UBS Bank. Blockchain as a digital ledger will heavily impact the way we do business in the financial services industry. I understand this gentleman is fairly prominent in the world of banking. The Singapore Prime Minister, and this is a very interesting statement, technologies are moving fast. New technologies like blockchain and smartphone payments are disrupting traditional banking. If you're familiar with the smartphone space, there will be 2 billion smartphones coming into the market next year, and that's just amazing. And people are just using their smartphones and their iPads to do business. It's not going down to the bricks and mortar and having to transact business, and the smartphone and so on is enabling us to do that. Okay, so with all of those features, and the most important challenge for the cryptocurrency world is spendability, and DasCoin, as I've just outlined, provides that. We talk about the hybrid system, and what does that mean? And we also talk about the ecosystem. I tend to think of ecosystems in terms of information around the planet, in terms of what dependencies there are within a different community of people and or animals and so on. But here we're talking about an ecosystem within the financial space, and these are the 4 key attributes of DasCoin. If you hold them, there'll be, in our view, capital appreciation from essentially a zero base to, I guess if you take a line through Bitcoin, it's nearly $800 US. You take a line through Ethereum, it's nearly $10. So there's one feature of the key attributes. It has liquidity, or will have liquidity, as the 8.6 billion coins are moved around the planet, be it traded to buy goods and services, or people just exchanging fiat currencies for DasCoin on the exchanges. It has utility, where you can just move around with DasCoin and do business and trade through DasPay, etc. And it has a very substantial security element around it, and that's one of the key components of the centralized blockchain, proprietary blockchain technology that DasCoin have produced. So the marketing plan, making money simple. DasCoin will be the only cryptocurrency in the world to offer a complete ecosystem, as I explained, a system that provides a real foundation and strategy for a full functioning digital asset system based economy. And that's what the DAS stands for, digital asset system. So it's not something that's just been contrived up to make it kind of look kind of cute. It actually stands for digital asset system. So it's a holistic approach to managing a cryptocurrency. Okay, for those of you that want to get involved, there are licenses that you can purchase, and they are 100, 500, 2,000, 5,000 and 25,000 euros. And we're going to now look at the centralized elements of DasCoin. Now, NetLeaders is the new website that will be visible on the 26th of December. So if you're seeing this video prior to that, it'll be Coin Leaders. But the distribution, selling of software licenses and receiving cycles comes from NetLeaders. They then distribute your DasCoins from the 14th of January. It's a minting, what they call a minting process, a cloud-based process. And then those coins are distributed to your back office, depending upon the packages that you've purchased. So this piece is the centralized component, and it's, as I said, the hybrid centralized component. Then we move to the decentralized component, and that's controlled by you. And essentially, once those DasCoins are in your wallet, you control what happens from that point on, which can be used in the 50 million outlets around the planet. You can trade them on the exchange from April, or at the if you wish, you can cash out at an ATM that takes a Visa or MasterCard, and you'll get a debit card if you've purchased one of these in February. So, just summarising, there's the centralised piece in the red, and essentially in the green, you've got the decentralised component. Now, for blockchain, for Bitcoin, it's completely decentralised. And with that, there are issues, which I explain in some parts, and I'll touch on those as I think of them going through the next couple of slides. And the centralized part, and which gives us the security that Bitcoin does not have, is in these three elements. Okay, let's move on. I won't cover this in great detail because we've sort of covered it off really. But just quickly, as I said, capital appreciation, first and only cryptocurrency to offer a complete ecosystem, sophisticated demand generation through marketing, creation of scarcity utility, a powerful marketing plan combined with the best network marketers in the world, the first cryptocurrency designed to reach the mass market, and that's so important that we get the DasCoin moving right through to the mums and pops of the world. Value creation via an authenticated network, which is the centralized component of our of the platform. Liquidity, as I said, we need to have as many of the 8.6 billion DasCoin out there over the next 12 years. It's a global network of exchanges, targets institutional trade. Very, very important that we're into that space. They will be using the prime broker model. There's significant natural volume amongst community members. It's lightning fast. Trading engine technology, 20% faster than any other of the major exchanges, and it's easy to use. So on to utility. We talked about DasPay and the superior store of value that is easily exchanged into alternative assets, smart contracts, and blockchain as a service. I didn't sort of go there, but it's come up on this slide. Because we've developed a proprietary blockchain technology, it's got the ability, or the corporate organisation has the ability to leverage that into the existing banking industry, who are currently spending millions and millions of dollars developing their own blockchain proprietary system. From what I'm hearing, what was presented to me in Dubai by the owners, this blockchain as a service is being offered to the major banking industry all around, will be all around the world. Security, again, very important. Highest level of cryptography commercially available. They have an MBA person in cryptography on the payroll in Belgrade. So we have invested in the highest level of cryptography that's available. As I mentioned, the proprietary blockchain technology, global network of peer-to-peer vaults. Okay, the corporate team, we'll go from left to right. John Preto, based in Las Vegas. Again, I met all of these guys in Dubai a couple of weeks ago. Terry O'Hearn looks after the sort of the DAS financial side of the business. Michael is the CEO of the organisation in more broader terms. George is the man based in Belgrade, looking after the web wallet, and there's a whole level of technology that George is managing over there around the web wallet. Blair Baker, he is also part of the team and is a major asset to the organisation, and you'll hear more about Blair later on, but he's been instrumental in the foreign exchange space, and is working with us as part of the corporate team to distribute DasCoin through the various exchanges that we've targeted around the world. Blair, has when you see his bio, and I'll post that as a separate thing, it's outstanding. He's communicating at the highest levels in most countries around the world, talking about DasCoin. A couple of shots of me. He's either very tall or I'm very short. It's probably both. So Michael there, and Blair there in Dubai at the end of November. Okay, so let's move on. The Net Leaders Compensation Plan. This probably does require a separate video training, but we'll just cover off as fast without sort of diluting the explanation as possible. So the comp plan summary, it has a network bonus of 10% paid on your weak side binary volume. For those of you that have worked with binaries, you'll understand that. It has 10% paid on any direct sales that you bring in. It has a 10 to 30% matching bonus up to 5 levels, and this is the most important part of messaging I've got to get to. This matching bonus is amazing, and if you've got a reasonable team under you and you're advocating professionally and you're getting, say, sign-ups, this is just mind-blowing. There's no activity quotas. There's a weekly commission structure that's paid on your commissions from 1 week, sorted the week after, and paid on the beginning of the 3rd week. And we believe that the comp plan is pretty simple and easy to learn. This is just pretty much the same information I've just given you. It's simple, it's balanced, and it's sustainable. I'll leave you to read that. You can be an advocate or a customer. An advocate, of course, is a team builder, someone that's got people that follow them and listen to them. So you're advocating the opportunity. If you come in before the 23rd of December, you are grandfathered into the system, and you do not have to pay the €45, but after that date you will. So you're earning commissions, and you have access to the advanced back office and extensive learning system. If you're just someone that's sees the opportunity, doesn't want to promote, just wants to take an investment mindset to this, you just come in as a customer, you buy the license. There's a sort of a limited light version back office, and you just sit there, and in time you'll see the appreciation of your DasCoin. Okay, so again, we're still on the comp plan structures here. As I said, the 10% is paid on component 1, 10% is paid on your direct sales, and you get paid 6% in cash and 4% in what it says incentive deposited to reserve account. Well, that's in fact cycles, so you're getting more DasCoin for the commissions that you're generating. So 40% of your commissions here, and it applies across the board, go to more DasCoin. There's a 10% network bonus on your weak leg, and the qualification for this is you must have once only 500 on your left and 500 on your right, and then you're off and running. And again, as I said, there's the 6 and the 4%, how it's broken down. And the matching bonuses depends on what level you come in or the value of sales you achieve. You'll receive up to 30% matching bonuses. And I think there's another slide we'll have a look at in a second that goes through that. So this is what your binary tree could look like. 10% of your weak side volume on your network tree is paid out each week. It doesn't give you values here, but I guess you get a sense of what that looks like. So it probably means that the left side is the stronger side. Okay, so the matching bonus, you can come in and pay for a license at €25,000 or 100. Now, if you do that and you do achieve the 500 limit, you're not going to get any up to 5 level matching bonuses. You can come in straight up and buy the 500 bronze license, and you're automatically going to get 10% on the first level. Or if you have €2,500 in lifetime sales, you get there. So you can come in with 100 as a basic, but because you're promoting hard and you're getting sign-ups and you're getting sales of that, you automatically get that, and it sticks. It's not lost, the following week. And the same goes with the other levels. So, you could come in with, let's say, the €5,000 package, which is the gold package. You're going to immediately get 3 levels deep. Or if you sell 25,000 direct sales, then you qualify for that. So, you might not be able to afford this titanium package, but you could potentially come from a $100 basic package purchase and with 150,000 of sales achieve the matching bonuses. Okay, the features of the comp plan: weekly commission payouts, no ongoing maintenance fees, no activity requirements, there's education resource, marketing tools, and a fantastic leadership event program. All earnings are calculated on a weekly basis, and let's just move over here. And as I said, week 1 they sort of start the process. Week 2 they calculate it, and 3 you receive it into your wallet. And that's again just a slide of what we just covered. Again, this is the current position on the packs, the licenses. So for a €100 license, you receive 588 coins, and down to the €25,000 package, you get 695,000 euros. DasCoins. Now there are upgrades, which is what this column is, and there's a frequency lock, and that's the level of how far down the matching bonuses go, I believe. Okay, so This is not my commission breakdown, which it were, but this is a typical example of what has been happening under the affiliate program, where commissions have been paid. I won't stay too long on that because that's really the past. This is a snapshot or a screenshot of the back office of an advocate, and so you're seeing your total customers, total advocates in your tree, and it tells you the commissions and sales and the like that you're earning. So again, I'll do a separate training on that, but just giving you a flavour of what your back office looks like. And it's very important that this cycles number is understood, because that's what's driving the number of DasCoins you get. Encrypted digital wallet system. What are we talking about there? The digital wallet, fully functional connected wallet system. It's it's a high-end encryption based wallet system. It's a bit technical for me, but I understand that's where we need to be. The DasCoin minting, as your coins are minted, they are deposited directly into your wallet. There's a vault system on top of the the first phase of the wallet system, so you can sort of park into a vault system your DasCoin if you want. There's going to be multiple exchange capabilities, and the cycle submission determines the number of DasCoins that you get. Another shot of your wallet. Again, it's a bit hard to read, but we'll go through this as a separate training. But it just tells you there's the cash, there's the debit card value, the number of cycles, and the number of DasCoins. So I will get to a deeper level training on that at a later time. Okay, so the wallet milestones, as I mentioned, the web wallet comes into play on the 2nd of January. The debit cards are released in February. The first alliance with a cooperative will be announced in Q1 2017. The first exchange will be connected Q2 2017. Second exchange in the same period. The cold storage device will be launched in Q2 as well, and there will be additional exchanges added later on in the year. What I like about this and what I saw in Dubai around the milestones they have achieved, this organisation is very focused on achieving by time dates that they announce. And it's only on an unusual basis that they're not met, and I'm very confident with what I saw and the people I've met and the experience that they bring to the table. This will be achieved. Okay, the binary. This, if you're not familiar with the binary structure in the comp plan, this does need some time, and I'm going to do something quite different, well, separate from this, but I do need to, as this is going to be an end-to-end video on DasCoin, take you through it. The ideal structure is you and having the highest level license you can buy here, and then you put two other licenses directly underneath you, and they can be €100 licenses. So the potential on any of the licenses you hold is up to €35,000 per week. So as you build out this green spot here, which is you'll earn up to 35k. And once you've maxed that out, you could then start on the other two. I mean, that might sound pie in the sky stuff, but some of the people that work within DasCoin are already achieving that. Okay, so there's a direct sales bonus of 10% on all paid directs. There's a network bonus paid on the weak leg. There's a matching bonus paid 10% to 30% depending upon how you're working the business. There is spillover from the top on your power leg, and this is the power leg on the left. You're introducing, Sue and John, say, and from above them, potentially these are placed in a chronological order. This is only of importance in terms of the volume of sales on the leg that constitutes the power leg. So it's not something you need to be a focus on, and you will not see a direct financial benefit to that. It just provides volume to the power leg, and we'll go through more of that in a separate training. So let's see. Okay, so the power leg, as I say, moves down to the left. An example of how this works, where you join with 100 euros, you'd receive a 10% direct bonus on U2, U3, Sue and John. So that's that one, the blue ones, and the network bonus is paid on this one here. So here we have the first level and second level are where there's a 10% payment for the 500 license and or 2K. Second level pays 15%. I'm just going through the matching bonuses here, and these are on the other slide that I showed you. Now, as you know, this is built out, and you're sponsoring people. You're taking them left or right. The key is that you put at least two, reasonably efficient, proficient people that understand cryptocurrency and DasCoin and are prepared to promote. You put them on your left side, so our power leg continues to grow, and then you put as many as makes sense on your weaker leg, so that each week you're getting paid. So there's the legend for what the colours all mean. So as we move along on your pay leg, or your weakest leg, you've got other people that you've put in. I mean, Paul's been put in, Dave's been put in, and Carl's been put in. These are all been put in by potentially Alex, or Dave's been put in by Paul and Fred, Dave, and so on. So you're going to get, in terms of the binary, paid on that, even though you haven't introduced them to the business. So if you start with 25k package, which would be awesome to do, you would be paid 10% on U2, Sue and John, U3 and Alex. You'd receive a network bonus paid on the U3, Alex, Paul, Dave, Fred and Carl, and you'll be getting matching bonuses on the first level, which is U2, Sue, John, you and Alex. So if you put them in, you're getting matching bonuses, and in this case you're going to be paid matching bonuses on the second level, and you didn't put in Paul, and the third level and fourth and fifth level, and these are people you did not put in, but you are getting matching bonuses. So this is where it gets really, really exciting, because as Sue builds out her if you like, her weak leg, she is building people here, and you are being paid matching bonuses on all these as well. So very important to support and duplicate what you do with the Sues and the Johns and all of the others that are in your team. So let's have a look at this. I don't know that it gives us anything more, but so it's important to understand how the binary does work, in that if you're here and you have a 5k and a 2k leg that are yours, the first, this is in the binary system, so the first week, well, actually I'm going to build this out so you can see what's happening. So you're putting people in on your left side, and you are, that leg has been putting in those sorts of numbers, and another one comes in at say 5 on the weaker leg, and it's now up to 7. So the first week you're getting 10% of 7,000 euros, so 700 euros. Then it zeroes out. It takes it off the power leg, and you start again the following week with 0 and 23,500. So the next week comes along, and we're adding. There is more people being added to your binary structure, and you can see again you've up to 5, there's another 25, so the power leg is building, and what we're seeing now is, again, this is all sort of just a demo, but you can see what's happening. So I would think at this point, second week, you're going to get 10% of 30,000, which is the weak leg, and that 30,000 will be taken off the 50,500. So you zero again and you start again. So I'm hoping this sort of makes sense on how the binary works. Pretty powerful component of the comp plan. So it just keeps going and going. But we start afresh each week. So the only thing that's brought forward is the balance on the power leg. Okay, so just as you can see, it's following the same methodology. So back to zero. Okay, so this is just another shot, screenshot of an example of what's going on. I'm sure the previous couple of slides explained this. It's very powerful on the matching side bonus. If you're up to 30% matching bonus, which is the sort of the fifth level, either by way of you buying in at the 25k euro level, or you've earned 150,000 in sales. So clearly, you know, we're all pretty excited about the opportunity that it presents. Okay, let's just go back one. What will help you, if you're in my team, is I've purchased the domain DasCoin.com.au, and Monique and I are building out more content on this site, and you can see there's what we have. You can become a country sponsor if there's not one already there. Just fill out a form, and if you're the right person, I'd be prepared to fund you with a standard package. So please go to the website. I think you'll find it quite interesting, and the content relevant. So, you know, these are the tiles which have information on them. I can't click on these, but you go to the website, you can. But there's the information that we're presenting. New to cryptocurrency, explore here. So it tells you all about what Bitcoin is, and how you know, we all kind of got started in the cryptocurrency space. And then we take a look at DasCoin, and I'll add more to this, but these are all clickable. You can go in and have a look at all of that. And then for the members, certainly from those that are joining me, in fact anyone can go to the website and see what's coming up. I'll be presenting live webinars to bring people to, if that's of interest to you. And that's pretty much it. So if you've got questions for me, please put them at the bottom of this YouTube video, or contact me at the email address that I'll have here. If you've kind of got all that and you want to join, there'll be a link there to buy a pack or a license. You need to do that before the 23rd of December for a couple of reasons. One, you will avoid the advocate fee even if you are just a customer, but it gives you options down the track if you want to do that. But it also avoids the frequency lock increase, which reduces the number of DasCoins you get. Currently the frequency lock is 4.3. It could go up to 5.1, and that's about a 15% reduction in the number of DasCoins you get. So important decisions to make in the next few days. If you need any help with that, please contact me or Monique at DasCoin.com.au, and we'd be happy to help. Look, I know it was a long video, and I thank you if you've stayed on all the way. And as I said, contact us if you have any other questions. Anyway, until the next one, so I'll publish some more live webinar dates, and you can bring people along to that. Anyway, have a good weekend wherever you are. I'll see you later. Bye.